Okay, in the previous examples we used the area of a parallelogram to find the area of a trapezoid. But in these couple examples I'm going to show you, we're going to actually find the area of the trapezoid using a basic version of the trapezoid area formula. We're not, as you can see here, this is the formula we're going to use. There aren't any variables there. We're not going to use variables today, we're going to use them on Monday, but I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to use a formula like this, to find the area of the trapezoid. So if you think back to the previous examples, what we had to do first is we had to add together the two bases. Remember, we put them next to each other to form that parallelogram. So we're going to add the two bases up first. 8 plus 10. The next step in our last example was to multiply the two bases by the height. In this case, the height is 4. Now the last step in the previous examples was to divide the whole thing by 2. Okay? So I'm going to use order of operations to solve this problem. I'm first going to look at the parentheses. What's in parentheses is 8 plus 10, which is 18. And I'm going to multiply that by 4 and then divide by 2. So I'm going to keep those other steps that I didn't complete yet. Now at this point, I could actually make things a whole lot easier for myself by doing a little bit of simplification. I'm going to simplify it. Okay? As you can see here, both 18 and 4 are even numbers, and so is 2. Okay? What I can do is I could sort of cross-cancel the 2 and the 18 or the 2 and the 4. I'm going to choose to cross-cancel the 2 and the 18 because I think simplifying 18 will make it easier to multiply. So what I'm going to do is 18 divided by 2, which is 9, and 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So I've just made this problem a whole lot simpler. If you didn't do this step, you'd still get the same answer, but I'm just going to take this step here to simplify the problem for me. 9 times 4 in the numerator is going to be 36, and the denominator is going to be 1. Now anytime the denominator is 1, the numerator is just going to be kept as a whole number. So the answer to this problem is going to be 36 centimeters, because those are my units, squared. That is the area of this trapezoid. Okay? Now I know there's a lot of steps. This is the most complicated formula we've used so far, so I'm going to show you a couple more examples. Okay? So again, my first step to finding the area of the trapezoid is going to be to add together the two bases. So I'm going to do 7 plus 9. Then I'm going to multiply by the height, which in this case is 5. My last step would be to divide the whole thing by 2. So again, using order of operations, I'm going to do 7 plus 9 first, which is 16. I'm going to multiply that by 5, and I'm going to divide by 2. Again, I'm able to simplify it. I will be able to cross-cancel. I can't cross-cancel 2 and 5 because 2 doesn't go into 5, and, well, 2 goes into 2, but not into 5. But I can cross-cancel 16 and 2 because 2 goes into both. So if I divide 16 divided by 2, that's going to be 8. And then 2 divided by 2 is going to be 1. So right now, instead of doing 16 times 5 divided by 2, I can do 8 times 5 and divide by 1. Well, 8 times 5 is 40. And the denominator for this is just going to be 1. Okay? So the entire area is going to be 40, and my units are feet. And because it's area, it's going to be squared. 40 feet squared is the area of this trapezoid. All right, let me show you one more example before you try some on your own, actually with a partner. So to find the area, we're first going to add together the two bases, 8 plus 12. Then we're going to multiply by the height, which is 7. Lastly, we're going to divide the whole thing by 2. So I'm going to use order of operations. I'm going to add what's in the parentheses first. 8 plus 12 is 20 times 7 divided by 2. Now in this example, I'm not going to, you could cross cancel these, but I'm going to show you how I do it if I didn't cross cancel. Again, I could cross cancel the 2 and the 20 to make 10 and 1, but I'm not going to do that, just to show you what I would do if I couldn't cross cancel or didn't cross cancel. So I would do first 20 times 7, which 2 times 7 is 14, 20 times 7 is 140. And then I would have to divide that by 2. Okay? 14 divided by 2 is 7. 140 divided by 2 would be 70, and the units for this would be meters squared. Now, if you look back at page 559, you're going to see 2 examples, numbers 3 and 4, which you're going to do just like I did these past examples. You're going to do these with a partner, and then Mr. Lovering is going to call a couple people up to show the class how they found the area of those trapezoids. Again, best of luck to you.